Hello students, in last class calculation of oxidation number for complex compounds we taught. So continuation to that last class. Today we are discussing about calculation of oxidation number based on chemical bonding method. So oxidation number is calculated in different ways. So in today's class we will discuss about calculation of oxidation number based on chemical bonding method. Sometimes covalent compounds they will give, sometimes coordinate covalent compounds they will give. How we are calculating oxidation number for covalent compounds and coordinate covalent compounds. So calculation of oxidation number, calculation of oxidation number based on chemical bonding. Calculation of oxidation number based on chemical bonding. In last class we discussed about calculation of oxidation number in complex compounds. So in today's class, calculation of oxidation number based on chemical bonding. So here mainly there are two types of chemical bonds they will give. One is covalent bond, one more is coordinate covalent bond. So first one for covalent bond compounds. For covalent bond. Examples of that we will discuss. For covalent bond. Generally covalent bond is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons. So first one for covalent bond. So first of all you should remember that a fundamental point. Here three rules are there. In general, for covalent bond, for each covalent bond, in general for each covalent bond, first of all you should remember that contribution factor is taking as 1. So first of all, a fundamental point you should remember that for each covalent bond, whenever one covalent bond is there, contribution factor is 1. Next, second fundamental point here, just 2-3 fundamental points are there that you should remember. Second rule is, if covalent bond is formed between two different or dissimilar. If covalent bond is formed between two different atoms or two dissimilar atoms. If covalent bond is formed between two different atoms, in such case, plus one is assigned for less electronegative element, whereas minus 1 is assigned for each covalent bond contribution factor 1. That's why plus 1 and minus 1. Plus 1 is for less electronegative element, whereas minus 1 is assigned for more electronegative element. So first of all you should remember the first fundamental point. In general, for each covalent bond contribution factor 1. 2 covalent bonds are there, contribution factor 2. 3 covalent bonds are there between the two atoms, contribution factor is 3. Again second rule, if the covalent bond is formed between two different atoms, in such case, for less electronegative element plus 1, more electronegative element minus 1. Less electronegative means plus, more electronegative means minus. Just for understanding purpose I am considering HCl is a covalent compound. According to rules also we know, here between hydrogen and chlorine how many covalent bonds are there? One covalent bond. Therefore contribution factor is 1. Hydrogen less electronegative, therefore plus 1. Chlorine more electronegative minus 1. Here one bond is there, hence contribution factor is 1. Contribution factor is 1. So this arrow indicates electrons are shifted towards more electronegative element chlorine. So contribution factor 1. Hydrogen less electronegative plus 1. Chlorine more electronegative minus 1. Next third rule. If covalent bond is found between, previous case covalent bond is found between two different atoms, now same atoms. If covalent bond is formed between, two similar atoms, or between similar atoms and which are further attached to similar species, in such case covalent bond contribution factor we are not considering, because here bond is formed between similar atoms, which are further attached to similar species. In such case no contribution factor, no contribution factor. So in such case contribution factor is taken as 0. So first of all you should remember that when covalent bond is formed between different atoms, whenever it is formed between different atoms, then only contribution factor we should consider. Plus 1 or minus 1 or secondary. If covalent bond is formed between same atoms, see here, covalent bond is formed between same atoms, in such case contribution factor is 0. So if covalent bond is formed between same atoms means contribution factor is 0. If these three rules, if you are remembering, calculation of oxidation number for covalent compounds easy. Now examples I will discuss, then you will get more clarity. In examination they will give questions like this. They only will give the compound CH3 COOH and they will label the numbering like this, first carbon, second carbon, and they will ask clearly what is the oxidation number of C1 or what is the oxidation number of C2. So in examination they only will give the compound and they will give the numbering, first carbon, second carbon, like that. Now we can expand this formula like this. C double bond O, carboxylic acid group. Between carbon and oxygen double bond, and between carbon and OH single bond. This is first carbon, this is second carbon. Now for first carbon, second carbon they are asking oxidation number. First of all you should identify here all are covalent bonds, single bonds, double bond also covalent bond. Now when compared to second carbon, first carbon is more electronegative. Why? It is attached to highly electronegative element oxygen. So first carbon is more electronegative because this carbon is attached to highly electronegative element oxygen. Hence it is more electronegative. So it is less electronegative. Second carbon is less electronegative. Now first of all I am considering calculation of oxidation number for second carbon. Calculation of oxidation number for second carbon. See, this carbon we don't know X. This carbon unknown carbon X. Here we have to see the covalent bonds. Now between this carbon and hydrogen our covalent bond is there. For each covalent bond contribution factor is 1. When compared to carbon, hydrogen is still less electronegative. For less electronegativity is plus 1. Otherwise according to normal rules for hydrogen plus 1. According to normal rules also for hydrogen plus 1. 3 hydrogens are there. 3 into plus 1. Next. So these 3 covalent bonds over. Again I am repeating, for each covalent bond 1, hydrogen is still less electronegative, +1, +1, +1. This carbon we don't know X. Coming to this covalent bond. This covalent bond contribution factor is 1. Now, this we don't know. X already we took as X. This carbon more electronegative. More electronegative means -1. -1. It is a neutral compound. Therefore, sum is equal to 0. X plus 3 into +1 plus 3 -1 equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 2 equal to 0 or x equal to -2. X equal to what? -2. So again I am repeating. CH3 COOH Cn. First carbon, second carbon. This carbon they are asking, we don't know X. Or according to normal rules also hydrogen +1. 3 hydrogens are there, +3. Now here one covalent bond is there. Attached bond only how to check. Don't consider these covalent bonds. Here one covalent bond is there. One covalent bond contribution factor is 1. This bond is attached to more electronegative. Therefore, for more electronegative atom contribution factor -1. Therefore here -1. X plus 3 -1 equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. X equal to -1. Next, coming to first carbon, C1 carbon. C1 carbon. For which carbon we are calculating oxidation number? The carbon surrounding bonds only how to consider. Previously we calculated this carbon oxidation number, hence surrounding bonds only we should consider. Now we are in such case, in previous case, we didn't consider these bonds because this carbon is attached with only these 4 bonds, but not these bonds. So for which atom we are calculating oxidation number, that atom bonds only we should consider. Now, this carbon, this is more electronegative, this is less electronegative. This carbon oxidation number we don't know. Therefore, X. See here, this carbon attached with oxygen. According to normal rules also oxygen is -2. Otherwise, here 2 bonds are there. Contribution factor is 2. When compared to carbon oxygen more electronegative. Therefore, for more electronegative minus. So 2 covalent bonds are there -2. Next, here 1 bond is there. Contribution factor is 1. Now, when compared to carbon, oxygen is more electronegative. Oxygen is more electronegative. Here how many bonds are there? Single bond is there, hence -1. Otherwise, directly you should remember that for entire OH group -1. For entire OH group, so around this carbon only 1 bond is there. Again, here oxygen more electronegative. So between this carbon and oxygen, 1 bond is there. Contribution factor 1. Oxygen is more electronegative, -1. Otherwise, OH is -1. So this bond's power, this bond power. Coming to this bond, here how many bonds are there? 1. Contribution factor 1. This carbon is attached to less electronegative carbon. This one, less electronegative means +1. Equal to 0. -1 +1 gets cancelled. Therefore, X equal to what? +2. Therefore, first carbon oxidation state +2, second carbon oxidation state -2. Otherwise, one more time I will repeat first carbon CH3 COOH. This is first carbon. Now this carbon oxidation number we don't know X. For which carbon we are calculating oxidation number, the carbon direct bonds only, direct attached bonds only we should consider. So around this carbon 4 bonds are there. These are the 4 bonds, 2, 3, 4. Hence this side bonds don't consider. Carbon we don't know X. Each oxygen -2. According to normal rules also -2. Otherwise here 2 bonds are there. Contribution factor 2. Oxygen more electronegative, hence -2. Next, here 1 bond is there. Contribution factor 1. Already carbon we know X. This oxygen we don't know 1. Therefore -1. This contribution factor is 1. This carbon is less electronegative. Less electronegative means +1. Therefore, -1 +1 gets cancelled. Therefore, X equal to what? +2. Like that we can calculate CH3COOH. practicing 2 3 examples, it is easy. First time it is somewhat difficult. Next, example 2. CH3 CH2OH, they are alcohol. In the examination, they will give the numbering like this 1 2. If they are giving the numbering, if they are specifying what is the oxidation state of first carbon, what is the oxidation state of second carbon, is we must go through chemical bonding method. Therefore, it can expand like this: CH3 CH2OH. First carbon, second carbon. Now, anyone you can consider either first or second. So, second carbon I am considering. This carbon we don't know X. Each hydrogen, according to normal rules, each hydrogen plus 1. 3 hydrogens are there plus 3. Now, this carbon is more electronegative. Why more electronegative? It is attached to oxygen. More electronegative oxygen. Now, for this carbon we are considering oxidation number. Hence, around this carbon, how many bonds are there? That bonds only we should consider. Don't consider these bonds. Again I am repeating. For which atom we are calculating oxidation number, that atom surrounding bonds only we should consider. That atom surrounding bonds. Therefore, for these 3 bonds, 3. Here contribution factor 1. This is more electronegative. More electronegative means minus 1. So this we don't know X. This is more electronegative. So for each covalent bond, contribution factor 1. For more electronegative, minus 1. It is a neutral compound equal to 0. Therefore, X plus 2 equal to 0. X equal to what? Minus 2. Similarly, first carbon. First carbon, this we don't know. First carbon, this we don't know. X. For which atom we are calculating surrounding bonds only we should consider. Only these bonds we should consider. Hydrogen plus 1. 2 hydrogens are there. Plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. These 2 hydrogens form. Coming to this bond. This bond contribution factor is what? 1. This carbon less electronegative. This carbon less electronegative. Less electronegative means plus 1. This we don't know. Again I am repeating. So between this one bond is there. Each covalent bond contribution factor is 1. This carbon less electronegative. Less electronegative means plus 1. Plus 1. These 2 from for hydrogens. This 1 for C1 carbon. Next, coming to this side. Here how many covalent bonds are there? 1. Contribution factor is 1. Oxygen more electronegative. More electronegative means minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 equal to 0. This is for OH group, otherwise OH bond. Otherwise, directly you should remember that for OH bond, minus 1. So again I am repeating. Here this carbon we don't know, X. 2 hydrogens are there plus 2. This side one bond is there. For each bond 1. This carbon less electronegative plus 1. For OH group minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Therefore X equal to what? Minus 2. X equal to minus 2. Therefore first carbon oxidation number minus 2. Second carbon oxidation state also minus 2. Here directly you should remember that a small note you should remember. Whenever covalent compounds are given for methyl group, CH3 group, for methyl group, for entire methyl group, oxidation number is taken as plus 1. Your time will be 0. For entire methyl group, oxidation state is taken as plus 1. Why plus 1 means same example. If you are considering any example, you will get a clarity. For entire methyl group, see here, this is more electronegative, this is less electronegative. negative. Now for entire methyl group, this is the methyl group, CH3 is the methyl group. For entire methyl group, see here, this covalent bond contribution factor is 1. This carbon, methyl group carbon is less electronegative. Less electronegative means plus 1. Therefore, for entire methyl group, oxidation state is always taking as plus 1. For entire methyl group, so you see here, plus 1 is for this carbon. This carbon is nothing but which group? Methyl group. For entire methyl group, now onwards you should remember that oxidation number is plus 1. Example 3. Dimethyl sulfoxide. Its name dimethyl sulfoxide. Short form DMSO. It is a solvent. Dimethyl sulfoxide. DMSO. Sulfur. Direct logic you can apply. Time will be zero. For entire methyl group plus 1. For each methyl group, oxidation state is plus 1. 2 methyl groups are there. 2 into plus 1. Sulfur we don't know. X. Each oxygen normal rules. Minus 2 equal to 0. Plus 2 plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Or x equal to 0. So now onwards your time will be saved. For entire methyl group, charge is taking as plus 1. Next, fourth one, carbon suboxide C3O2. Carbon suboxide C3O2. According to conventional method, normal method, if they are asking normal method means directly we can calculate. If they are giving the numbering, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon means we can go through the bonding method, chemical bonding method. Conventional method for understanding purpose. Last class we discussed conventional method. See, carbon we don't know, 3 carbons, 3x. Each oxygen minus 2, 2 oxygens are there, minus 4 equal to 0. X equal to plus 4 by 2. Fractional value. So, this is called average oxidation state. Why it is called average oxidation state? At a time for 3 carbons we calculated average oxidation state plus 4 by 2. If they are asking average oxidation state means your answer is 4 by 3. If they are specifying what are the oxidation numbers of individual carbon means we can go through chemical bonding method. Chemical bonding method. Carbon suboxide C3O2, 3 carbons are there. How many oxygens are there? 2. Neutral oxygen forms double bond. On terminal carbons you have to put 1 oxygen. 2 oxygens are there equal sharing. Carbon generally forms 4 bonds. Here already 3 bonds are there. 1 more. Now see here. Now this carbon is there. See here. So this carbon, if they are giving the numberings, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, if they are giving the numberings, what are the oxidation states of first carbon, second carbon, third carbon? They are asking. Go through chemical bonding method. See here. This carbon we don't know. A simple technique I will tell. Here how many covalent bonds are there? 2 covalent bonds are there. 2 covalent bonds means contribution factor is 2. Contribution factor 2. Therefore, oxygen more electronegative minus 2. Carbon less electronegative plus 2. Understood or not? Oxygen more for 1 covalent bond contribution factor 1. 2 covalent bonds contribution factor 2. 3 covalent bonds contribution factor 3. Again, for more electronegative minus, less electronegative plus. Therefore, this carbon is plus. Next, coming to this carbon. See here, this carbon oxidation state 0. Why? Here, covalent bond is formed between similar atoms. Again, this carbon is attached with the similar species. This side C double bond over there, this side C double bond over there. Therefore, these 2 covalent bonds contribution factor is 0. These 2 covalent bonds contribution factor 0. Why? Covalent bond is found between similar atoms. C double bond C. And both sides similar similar species are attached? 0. Therefore, this carbon is 0. This carbon is 0. So again I am repeating. Why terminal carbon is 0 means, so here covalent bonds are formed between similar atoms. Similar atoms. Again this carbon is attached with similar species. So according to rules, if covalent bond is formed between different atoms, see here carbon, oxygen, different atoms. If covalent bond is formed between different atoms, then only contribution factor is there. If covalent bond is formed between similar atoms or between similar atoms which are further attached to similar species, in such case contribution factor is 0. Therefore this carbon 0. Coming to this carbon, around this carbon total how many bonds are there? 4 bonds. Don't consider this bonds. This bonds contribution factor are 0. Now here how many bonds are there? 2 bonds. 2 bonds means contribution factor is 2. Less electronegative plus more electronegative minus. Carbon less electronegative plus 2. Oxygen more electronegative minus. Therefore, they are asking only carbon oxidation states. Carbon oxidation is what? 2, 0, 2. They are not asking oxygen oxidation states. Oxidation numbers or oxidation states of carbon are what? Plus 2, 0, plus 2. If you are considering their average also, same answer you will get. Average oxidation number. Average means plus 2, 0, plus 2 by total number of atoms. How many atoms? 3. Plus 4 by 3. Plus 4 by 3. Average. So again I am repeating, carbon suboxide C3O2. So 3 carbons you have to write in one straight line. 3 carbons. How many oxygens are there? 2 oxygens. On terminal carbons put each oxygen. Then satisfied with the 4 bonds. Carbon forms 4 bonds. Hence here double bond, here double bond. Again always you should remember that a small rule. For each covalent bond, contribution factor is 1. 2 covalent bonds are there, contribution factor 2. 3 covalent bonds are there, contribution factor 3. For more electronegative minus, less electronegative plus. If the covalent bond is formed between similar atoms between similar atoms which are further attached to similar species, contribution factor 0. See here this carbon is there. These total how many bonds are there? 4 bonds are there. Here 2 bonds are formed between similar atoms. 2 bonds are formed between similar atoms. Therefore contribution factor 0. These 2 bonds 0. Coming to these 2 bonds. For these 2 bonds contribution factor is 2. Carbon is less electronegative when compared to oxygen. Oxygen more electronegative. Therefore for more electronegative minus 2, less electronegative plus 2. Coming to this carbon. So around this carbon 4 bonds are there. Here 2 bonds are formed between same atoms. Here also 2 bonds are formed between same atoms. Therefore contribution factor 0. Next coming to this carbon. These 2 bonds contribution factor 0. Why? Same atoms. Coming to these 2 bonds. These 2 bonds contribution factor is 2. Oxygen more electronegative minus 2. Carbon less electronegative plus 2. Therefore this carbon is plus 2. Otherwise, if you are not able to identify like this, go through our normal method. This carbon we don't know x. Each oxygen minus 2. This 0. It is a neutral molecule equal to 0. Therefore x equal to what? Plus 2. Coming to this carbon we don't know x. Each oxygen minus 2. This side same atoms 0. It is a neutral molecule. Therefore x equal to plus 2. Here 0. This is carbon suboxide. Next, Br3O8. This is previous NEET example. So this is NEET 2019. Tribromo octa oxide. Tribromo octa oxide. If you are considering conventional method, based on the question you can answer the bit. By considering conventional method, 3 bromines we don't know 3x. Each oxygen minus 2. 8 oxygens are there. 8 into minus 2 minus 16 equal to 0. X equal to plus 16 by 3. So, in any case, if average fractional value oxidation number is there means in general it is a average oxidation state. Here plus 16 by 3 means its meaning is bromine lost 16 by 3 electrons. Always any atom loses electron in terms of integer number of electrons. Either 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electrons, but not fraction number of electrons. Therefore it is a fractional value average oxidation state. Fractional value, it is also known as average oxidation number. It is also known as average oxidation number. Exact how much it is. Then go through chemical bonding method. Chemical bonding method. 3 bromines are there. Next, how many oxygens are there? 8. Equal distribution. On terminal bromines, put 3 oxygens. Always oxygen forms 2 bonds. Here also, oxygen always forms 2 bonds. Terminal bromines, total 8 oxygens are there. On terminal bromines, 3 oxygens. Still how many left? Out of 8, 6 already we wrote 2. 2 oxygens on central bromine. Each oxygen forms 2 bonds. Each oxygen forms 2 bonds. Now, see here. This bromine oxidation number. Directly we can go. See here, this bromine we don't know X. Each oxygen minus